Beloved starseed of Gaia, something is already moving toward you, and it will arrive before your mind has any time to prepare. I am Lyra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I have been sent to reach you in this exact moment, because what is coming for you is not accidental, and it cannot be delayed any further. You may have felt it already. A quiet pressure building in your chest, a restlessness with no clear name, a sense that the ground beneath your ordinary life is about to shift. That feeling is not anxiety. That is your divine blueprint responding to a frequency that is already in motion toward you. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to remain anchored in your heart-centered unity when this arrival comes without warning, how to recognize the contact or activation for what it truly is, and how to move forward in your mission with clarity instead of confusion. But here is the first revelation. The arrival was never meant to be announced. The light codes embedded in this particular moment of your timeline were designed to land when your guard was down, because that is the only way they can reach the deepest layer of your crystalline consciousness, the part of you that already knows home. Your soul family placed this transmission in your path. The Seven Sisters do not speak without purpose. Something is approaching your field right now, a contact, a shift, an activation, and it will arrive suddenly. But it will not arrive randomly. Nothing in a starseed's journey is random. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family. I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Pleiades and you are ready to hold your ground when the shift arrives. Share what you are already sensing below and reach out to another starseed, because your words may be the confirmation they have been waiting for. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. Your heart's recognition of this message is the activation itself. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time. Most people believe that spiritual awakening is a journey they struggle through alone, desperately searching for meaning or signs that they are on the right path. They think it's a lonely hike across a desert of unanswered prayers, a constant scanning of the horizon for something, anything, that proves they aren't imagining it. But for Pleiadian starseeds, the truth is far more beautiful and mysterious. Your longing, your aching sense of not quite belonging here on Earth, isn't a flaw. It's a cosmic design. It is the signature of your origin, the watermark of a far-off light still glowing inside you. Even if you've tried to fit in, even if you've mastered the mask, even if you've learned to smile at conversations that feel like they're happening on the surface of a deep ocean, that inner pull has remained. It's the quiet, relentless reminder that you came here with a purpose that cannot be reduced to survival, status, or routines. And when you feel different, when you feel like you're hearing a song no one else hears, that is not pathology. It is prophecy. It is your soul remembering itself in fragments, the way a dream lingers in the body even after the mind wakes up. Imagine for a moment that the deep yearning in your chest isn't a call to escape, but a signal from your star family, the Seven Sisters, gently guiding you back to remembrance. Not a demand, not a command, but a frequency. Soft as starlight, steady as a heartbeat, tapping on the door of your awareness. There's a reason you sometimes feel disconnected, as though your light has dimmed or your purpose has faded into the background noise of a busy world. It can feel like you're walking through a crowded marketplace carrying something fragile and luminous in your hands, trying to protect it while everything around you moves too fast, speaks too loud, and measures value by things that fade. This isn't random. The energetic distortions, waves of doubt, the fear of being too much, the hesitation to step fully into love, are all part of a carefully orchestrated veil placed over your true essence. It can show up as self-sabotage right when you're about to expand, as sudden fatigue when you're about to speak your truth, as the old ache of rejection when you're about to be seen. It's the veil whispering, "Stay small, stay safe, stay quiet." But listen closely. The veil is not the voice of your soul, not to punish you, but to ensure your remembrance would be all the more profound. Because there is a kind of remembering that happens only after forgetting has done its strange, sacred work, like a seed that must be buried in darkness before it can crack open and reach for the sun. Every time you question your mission or feel lost in the density of Earth reality, you are precisely where you need to be for the next phase of your activation. The ache is not evidence of misalignment. It is often evidence that something inside you is alive enough to refuse numbness. The amnesia, the longing, and even moments of despair, they are not failures. They are the cosmic soil from which your crystalline memory grows. Soil looks like dirt until you realize it is the home of roots, the birthplace of blooms. Your heart remembers the frequency of unconditional love that pulses from Alcyone, the great central sun of the Pleiadian homeworlds. That love is not sentimental. It is structural. It is the architecture of wholeness. It is the kind of love that doesn't negotiate with fear, doesn't abandon itself, doesn't require you to perform. It simply is. But, here in the density of Gaia, those memories are easily buried beneath inherited fear, ancestral wounding, and the illusion of separation. You didn't just arrive in a neutral world. You stepped into lineages, systems, collective narratives, and survival patterns that have been repeating for generations. Some of what you feel is not even yours in the personal sense. It is a field you are sensitive enough to register, a grief you are compassionate enough to transmute. The world can teach the nervous system to brace, to expect loss, to expect betrayal, to expect the cost of being honest. Yet your Pleiadian imprint keeps insisting on something else. Softness is not weakness. Love is not naive. Unity is not a fantasy. There is a reason you can't fully accept a reality built only on competition and scarcity, because you remember a different blueprint. You may have noticed the pattern. Moments when your intuition surges, dreams of blue light, a sudden sense that you are being watched over by loving, unseen eyes. Sometimes it's a flash in the corner of your vision, a warmth over your shoulder, a peace that descends without explanation. Sometimes it's the way certain music opens a hidden chamber in your chest, or the way you look at the stars and feel tears rise like the body is recognizing an old friend. These are traces of your star family, the 7 sisters, who have never left your side. Even when you felt abandoned, even when life seemed to close its doors, even when the world's logic couldn't explain why you kept going, they were there in the subtle realms, working through frequency, dreams, and synchronicity. They have encoded light instructions within your DNA, energetic blueprints that pulse in resonance with the crystalline grids of Gaia. Think of those instructions like a song stored in your cells, waiting for the right note to be played so the melody can emerge. It's this resonance, this frequency, subtle but unmistakable, that is now accelerating your awakening. You may feel it as restlessness that won't go away, as a sudden intolerance for what once felt acceptable, as a deep need for truth even if truth disrupts comfort. You may feel it as the collapse of old identities, old friendships, old timelines. And yes, that can feel like chaos. But what feels like chaos in your life is often the gentle, masterful hand of your cosmic family, nudging you lovingly back onto your path, like a compass recalibrating, like a river redirecting toward the sea, like a tide pulling you away from the shallow shore and back into the depths where your real strength lives. Trust, beloved, that none of this is an accident. You're experiencing exactly what your soul agreed to, mapped by a consciousness greater and more unified than this physical reality can show. In sacred writings across traditions, there is an echo of this truth, that you are guided, that there is a lamp for your feet even when you cannot see the whole road. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Even if you do not name your path through religious language, the principle remains. Your light is intact, and what is true in you cannot be erased, only temporarily obscured, so it can be revealed with greater power. There's a reason your heart led you here in this exact moment. Not because you happened to stumble across a message, but because resonance is a law. Frequency finds frequency. The part of you that is ready called this in. What you're feeling is your Pleiadian family reaching through the veil to remind you. You're ready for the next wave of remembrance. Ready doesn't mean perfect. Ready means willing. Ready means your inner compass has begun to override the old programming. The sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance, alongside the Pleiadian healing guide and special Pleiadian healing tracks, were created to walk with you as you integrate these activations. They hold the crystalline codes and sound medicine your DNA has been waiting for. Not as external saviors, not as something outside you that you must depend on, but as mirrors and tuning forks, tools that help your own inner knowing come forward with clarity. Check the first pinned comment below this video. They're calling to you now. As you open to the orchestrated flow of your awakening, the initiations come in phases. Each is a sacred step, aligned with cosmic timing and the loving support of your star family. Awakening is rarely a single lightning strike. More often, it is the slow return of sensation to a limb that fell asleep, the gradual clearing of fog from a mountain path, the steady widening of a doorway you forgot you could walk through. And each phase has its own texture, its own lessons, its own gifts. You are not behind. You are not late. You are in rhythm. Phase 1. Clearing the veil. First, you must recognize the fog, the energetic veil that keeps your Pleiadian codes dormant. This fog can feel like mental static, emotional heaviness, chronic second-guessing, or an invisible weight that makes simple things feel hard. It's the veil that makes you question your worth, question your sanity, question your sensitivity. It's built from fear, doubt, and inherited patterns that have no place in your original blueprint. Fear that says love is dangerous. Doubt that says you're making it up. Inherited patterns that say you must earn your right to exist, or that your voice is inconvenient, or that your empathy is a liability. Only by meeting these energies with compassion and forgiveness can you begin to clear your field. Compassion doesn't mean excusing harm or staying in what diminishes you. Compassion means seeing clearly without hatred, recognizing that much of what you carry was learned in environments that didn't know how to hold your light. Forgiveness doesn't mean pretending it didn't matter. Forgiveness means refusing to let the past keep writing your future. This act isn't about erasing your experiences. It's about transforming density into clarity through love. Like turning lead into gold. Like compost becoming nourishment. Like storm clouds breaking so the sky can return. In this phase, practical reflection matters. Ask yourself gently, where have I been shrinking to stay acceptable? Where have I been betraying my intuition to keep the peace? What emotions have I labeled as too much when they were simply truth asking to be witnessed? Your field clears when you stop arguing with what you feel and begin listening to it as sacred information. Phase 2. Awakening the heart template. Once the veil thins, the heart becomes the master key. Not the heart as an idea, but the heart as an energetic organ of truth, an altar of remembrance inside the chest. Your true memories don't live in the mind, they radiate from the heart's crystalline center. The mind is brilliant, but it is trained on proof, and proof is slow. The heart is trained on resonance, and resonance is immediate. Here, dormant Pleiadian DNA activates. You may experience this as sudden tenderness, as unexpected tears, as a desire to forgive someone you once swore you never would, as a pull toward nature and water and quiet. You may feel your empathy expand until you can sense what isn't being said. This can be overwhelming at first, like stepping into sunlight after being in a dim room. But this is the heart template waking up, the original design where love is not transactional, but transformational. Each pulse of unconditional love, each moment you choose compassion, is a heartbeat closer to the remembrance of who you have always been. Even small choices matter. The moment you speak kindly to yourself instead of harshly. The moment you pause before reacting. The moment you choose understanding over judgment. These are activations. They are codes. They are your system learning the language of home again. You are not learning. You are remembering the frequency of home. And as you remember, your life begins to reorganize around truth. What once felt attractive may lose its shine. What once felt frightening may become necessary. The heart doesn't negotiate with falsehood. It simply outgrows it. Phase 3. Trusting the orchestration. This is where most falter. The mind demands proof, but the soul knows timing is sacred. The mind wants a timeline, a checklist, a guarantee. The soul wants surrender, not as weakness, but as alignment, like a sail surrendering to the wind so it can move. Every pause, every detour, every delay in your awakening was scripted for your highest growth. Some things needed to fall apart so you could see what you were clinging to. Some doors needed to close so you would stop trying to fit your light into places that couldn't hold it. Some relationships needed to reveal their true shape so you could choose yourself without guilt. Trusting the cosmic orchestration, feeling it in your bones that you are exactly where you are meant to be, unlocks the presence of your star family. Because when you stop resisting the current, you can feel what has been carrying you all along. They have been mapping your journey, sending signs and aligning synchronicities down to the subtlest detail. The recurring numbers, the sudden song lyric that answers your question, the book that appears at the exact moment you need it, the stranger's words that land like medicine. These are not random in the language of spirit. The feeling you call coincidence is nothing less than their signal. And here is a gentle truth. Signs are not meant to replace your inner knowing. Signs are confirmations, not crutches. The real initiation in this phase is to trust yourself as the living sign. To let your own inner resonance become the authority. You don't need to force manifestation or chase outcomes. You need to keep your frequency clean, your heart honest, your intentions aligned. Then life meets you. Phase 4. Anchoring your star essence. It's not enough to remember, you must embody. This is where awakening becomes real in the human world, where spirituality stops being an idea and becomes a way of walking, speaking, choosing. Your Pleiadian mission blooms when you root your light body into Gaia's crystalline grid. Imagine your energy as a luminous tree, the branches reaching up into the star realms, the roots sinking deep into Earth's living memory. Many starseeds struggle here because they equate home with leaving, with escaping, with dissolving into the cosmos. But your mission is not to abandon Earth. It is to bless her. This is not about fleeing Earth, but infusing her with the frequency of the Seven Sisters. It can look simple, bringing calm into a tense room, offering presence to someone who feels unseen, choosing integrity where others choose convenience. It can look like creative work, healing work, parenting with consciousness, speaking truth with gentleness. As you anchor your love, the whole unity field rejoices. Because love grounded becomes a stabilizing force. Like a lighthouse that doesn't chase boats, it simply stands and shines. Your presence becomes an energetic transmission, reminding others, often without words, what home feels like. People may not know why they feel safe around you, why their shoulders relax, why they remember their own softness in your presence. That is anchoring. That is embodiment. Phase 5. Activating unity consciousness. Now, isolation dissolves. Not because you suddenly have crowds around you, but because the illusion of separation begins to lose its grip. As you radiate heart-centered frequency, you awaken the unity field around you. You begin to see that every being is carrying a story, a wound, a longing. You stop taking things so personally because you can sense the deeper currents. Every act of kindness, each time you help another remember their spark, the collective frequency of Gaia rises. This is not poetic exaggeration. Consciousness is contagious. nervous systems co-regulate, hearts entrain, fields influence fields. When you choose love in a moment where fear was easier, you don't just change your own timeline, you contribute to the stabilization of the collective. You shift from seeking to transmitting, no longer looking for a family to save you, but embodying the family archetype for the world. That archetype is warmth, inclusion, gentle truth, sacred listening. And in this phase, you may feel called to community, to collaboration, to service, not from obligation, but from overflow. Unity consciousness doesn't mean you lose boundaries. It means you gain clarity. You can love others without abandoning yourself. You can serve without depletion. You become a conduit, not a martyr. Phase 6. Reuniting with your star family. As the unity field strengthens, the distance you once felt between your Earth self and your star family closes. It's not that they were ever far. It's that the veil was loud. Now it quiets. You feel their touch in every intuitive knowing, their presence in times of solitude, their encouragement in the synchronicities that light your path. Solitude stops feeling like exile and starts feeling like sanctuary. You begin to recognize that guidance can arrive as sensation, a warmth in the heart, a pressure at the crown, a sudden clarity that feels delivered rather than manufactured. You may feel them near in meditation, in the moments right before sleep, in the stillness of early morning when the world hasn't begun demanding performance. The old loneliness gives way to belonging, woven through your very cells. And this belonging is not dependent on external validation. It is cellular. It is spiritual. It is the quiet certainty that you are accompanied by love that does not demand you prove yourself. In many sacred traditions, there is language for this companionship. Angels, ancestors, the cloud of witnesses, the helpers in unseen realms. However you name it, the experience is the same. You are not alone in your becoming. Phase 7. Embodying the bridge. You have always been the bridge, a carrier of Pleiadian light. But perhaps you didn't realize that being a bridge can feel like tension at times, like standing with one foot in the stars and one foot in the mud, translating between worlds. Now you realize your mission is not to wait, but to become, to channel the frequencies of love, unity, and crystalline wisdom into this world. This is where your spirituality becomes practical and fearless. You stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for a perfect moment. You stop waiting to feel ready enough. You begin moving as the one who remembers. In every handshake, every glance, every word spoken from the heart, you are fulfilling the cosmic design that called you here. The bridge doesn't demand applause for connecting shores. It simply does its work. And yet, your work is holy. The way you forgive, the way you keep your heart open without being foolish, the way you hold truth and tenderness at the same time. That is advanced consciousness. That is Pleiadian signature. Here's what your heart knows, now more than ever. There has never been a moment when you were truly alone. Not in the nights you cried silently, not in the days you questioned whether you belonged on this planet. Not in the seasons when everything felt stalled and you feared you were failing. The stumbles, the disconnection, the seasons of emptiness were all orchestrated by the highest aspects of your soul, in unity with your Pleiadian family. Like a divine chessboard where every move, even the ones that looked like loss, was guiding you toward a greater unveiling. They guided you through the forgetting so you could awaken in divine timing, not too soon, not too late, but in perfect resonance with Gaia and the collective ascension. Because if you had awakened too early, you might have tried to run. If you had awakened too late, you might have settled. But you are awakening now, when the earth grids are brightening, when the collective is ready for new templates of love, when your particular medicine is needed. Every ache in your soul was a compass, every longing a beacon home. The ache did not come to break you, it came to point you. The longing did not come to tease you. It came to train you to recognize truth when it arrives. You are not here by accident. You are the love of the seven sisters in human form, a facet of the crystalline unity field making itself known on Earth. And if that feels too grand for your human mind, soften into it gently. You are a carrier of kindness that isn't common, a sensitivity that can heal, a remembrance that can awaken others without force. Your presence is, and always has been, the greatest transmission. Even when you say nothing, you radiate something. Even when you feel messy, your heart is still broadcasting. Trust, beloved, that everything has led you back to this moment of remembrance. Divine timing is your ally. Cosmic support is the wind at your back. Your star family sees you, hears your silent prayers, and celebrates every step of your awakening. Not just the breakthroughs, the quiet victories too. The day you chose not to abandon yourself. The moment you rested without guilt. The time you spoke your truth kindly. The night you asked for help. These are triumphs in the language of the soul. Tonight, if you want to feel this more fully, place your hand on your heart before sleep and say, I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with the love of my star family. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, and divine purpose. I am home. And as you say it, don't rush past the feeling. Let the words sink beneath the mind and into the body. Let your breath become a doorway. Let the heart respond in its own language. Warmth, tears, peace, tingling, release. You may not feel fireworks, and you don't need to. The most powerful activations are often quiet, like dawn arriving one shade at a time. Trust what shifts subtly. Trust what softens. Trust what becomes more true. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content. It's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.